All right, what's going on, man? It's Raj, aka Biff Tannen. What's happening? All right, so we're gonna talk about trading sports on Kalshi and the prediction markets, right? For real, Kalshi. Um, I'm only messing with Kalshi right now. There's a lot of different prediction markets out there, but Kalshi is where the money is at in the United States, right over here in America. Now, poly markets is cool too, but we'll get into that later. But prediction markets on Kalshi and sports, right? So what I'm building is I'm building a model, right? I'm building this platform, and it's already in production. It's already crazy. It's already winning, right? You can check the proof below. So what I'm building is a working model that all you got to do is plug in your Kalshi account and it automatically trades for you. Now, I'm going to tell you the caveat. I'm going to break down the caveat for you right here. Now, you're not going to flip your money overnight with this buy, right? We're not taking big giant swings and big giant home runs, right? We're not trying to fucking take $500 and turn it into $2,000 overnight. Nah, man, we're not doing that, right? So what I'm doing is I'm using a concept called compound interest, right? Compounding, right? So with Kalshi, like the beauty of Kalshi, see right now, man, we are living in a beautiful time on this planet, man, where what I mean, we have AI, we got prediction markets, we got sports betting, we got social media, right? We got the internet. I mean, like, there's no way that we can't make money, man. And I'm just so excited. But anyway, we are making our money slowly, right? With these prediction markets, man. But I have three ways on doing this. The first way is I have a proprietary way of projecting the scores. Well, first, let me do this real quick, right? First of all, it's prop betting, right? That's number one. Doing prop betting, right? Prop bets. That's number one. Number two, we are focusing only on one form of prop betting, right? I know there's a lot of other creators out there, a lot of other YouTubers and Instagrammers and TikTokers who focus on many different forms of props, right? They do everything, right? And these motherfuckers know everything about base. Right now it's baseball season, right? So they know everything about baseball. They know everything about the pitchers, the batters, the bullpen, the umpires, first baseman. You know what I mean? They know all this shit about RBIs and home runs and all this shit like that. That's fine, right? That's cool. But I'm not doing all that, right? Motorcycle, right? We're not doing all that. Now, now you can do all that if you want to. You can do all that if you want, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. But I'd rather focus all my energy on one thing, right? We master one style of prop, right? See, the sports books, they put a lot of money in these props, right? And setting these lines. They put big money in setting lines, and but they sleep on props, right? And especially on the prediction markets, man. It's not there yet, right? A lot of people, they put a lot of emphasis on games, a lot of emphasis on over-unders and all this other shit. No, we are focusing on one prop. That's why it's called trade one prop. We're trading one prop. And we're putting all our energy, all our AI, all our resources, all the data, all the stats, all the odds, all the statistics into this one prop, right? And that one prop right now is pitcher strikeouts, right? Pitcher strikeouts, wham. Now, later on in a couple months, we're going to be doing the NFL, right? And I'm not going to tell you what we're doing right now in the NFL, but once the NFL starts, man, we're going to be making more money because we're going to have the NFL and we're going to have MLB, right? But then MLB is going to be over, then it's going to be full-fledged NFL, and then we're going to tie in the NBA, right? and then we're gonna just be getting bread. Now, what I mean by compound interest. Compounding interest is we make a little bit of money every day for a long time. That's what it is. You start off with a bankroll, $500 bankroll, $1,000 bankroll, $2,000 bankroll, right? And we set a target. How much money do you want to make, right? How much interest do you want to make on that money, right? And we set a target and we push a button on the bot. Boom. The bot goes out there and works, right? It sets the projections of the pitchers, right? How many strikes this motherfucker gonna get, right? And then it looks at the prediction markets, right? The prediction markets are alternate spreads, basically, on the sports book, right? Right. So if our projections say that this pitcher is going to get 7 strikeouts, right? What we do, right? Our projections say 7. We're going to go to Kalshi and we're going to hit yes on 6+ strikeouts. That's it. We're going to hit 7 on 6+ strikeouts. We're going to hit yes on 5+ strikeouts, right? Now, my projections is proprietary. I can't tell you what my projections are, man. But I can give you the app. I can give you a free trial. I can let you go over there and try it. You can paper trade it. You don't got to put your own money in it. You can just try it and see if it works, right? But I got proof, too. You can look down below and you can see the proof tab, right? I got proof that the shit works. Anyway, we sit back, you know what I mean? In the beginning of the day, we push the button, right? The bot automatically trades, automatically loads your trades into the bot, into your account. And then you just sit back and wait, right? This motherfucker hits. Now, does it hit every one? Of course not, man. But we are batting, right? Pun intended. We are batting at a 78, 80% hit rate. You know what I mean? We're batting at a 78, 80% hit rate. I mean, we're winning. We're hitting this motherfucker, and we're making money with this shit already. That's one part of the system, right? The system had, like I told you, there's 3 ways on how we make money on Kalshi with this shit, right? The second part is we have another bot that trades Kalshi, that trades strikeouts. I'm only doing strikeouts, right? It's only strikeouts, right? So we have another system that just trades. It trades the strikeouts like a day trader trades. You know what I mean? Like a professional day trader, right? It trades, it takes profits and stop losses, right? It doesn't wait till the event ends. It trades, it keeps going, right? It finds a market, right? It enters that market, and then it watches when the market moves, right? When price moves, right? And when price hits the target, hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? When price hits the target, it comes out the trade. Takes profit, right? Or to protect our losses, it gets out the trade so we ain't fucking losing all our money, right? So that's another way to do it, right? And I'll explain that shit to you later. I got to show you how that shit works. And the systems is proprietary. Nobody has it. Nobody has no bot like this. Nobody has anything like this out there. A lot of other places out there, a lot of other apps. Now, there are other apps that you can buy, right? They got arbitrage. You know what I mean? You can try to arbitrage between the sports book and prediction markets, and yeah, you can make money doing that. But arbitrage, that shit changes a lot, man. The odds change a lot. You put $100 here and $100 there. The odds flip and it changes, and you know what I mean, you get stuck. Yeah, you can definitely build models on that. There's people making money on that, but it's hard. Sports books like banning you. You know what I mean? Well, they don't really ban you, but they limit you. You know what I mean? They don't really want you making no money. But prediction markets, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? And another way that we're gonna make money with this is through the affiliate program, right? Building a vicious affiliate program with this thing, right? You can make money by referring other people to it. You know what I mean? So if you're making money, right, you want to make some more money, promote this thing, right? Get more people in. You know what I mean? And this is passive income. You can make money without even placing a bet, right? This app will be huge. This app will be big. It's going to be one of the big players in the prediction market space and the sports betting space. We only trading one prop. One prop. We're only trading one prop. And that's strikeouts. So if you want RBIs, if you want over-unders, if you want the spread, I mean, if you want fucking money lines, this isn't it. This isn't it. We only doing one, right? Pitcher strikeouts. And we're starting baseball season. We're in the middle of the baseball season. Baseball season been started, right? But we're in the middle of it. Pitchers are hot. They're already ready, right? And we're just going to focus on baseball until football season. When football season starts, the NFL starts, we're going to focus on that, and we're going to target one prop in football. Just one prop. One prop. And once football is over, we're going to target another. We're going to go to basketball, right? Basketball. We're only going to target one prop in basketball and NBA. I mean, we might do the WNBA. I don't know, man, but we'll see, right? But I think that's enough, man. Baseball, football, basketball, all year round, right? And you can make money all year round. But anyway, check out what compound interest is, right? We got a compound interest calculator. It ties to your Kalshi account, right? And you set a target, right? Let's say if you want to turn $50 into $1,000, how long would that take, right? If you want to take $500 and you want to turn it into $10,000, how long would that take, right? We put it in there, and we win every single day. We get profit every single day. See, the problem is this. When we are putting our money in the stock market and S&P 500 and index, we give our money to a money manager, right? It's okay to get 10% returns or 12% returns a year, right? If we put a house, if we buy a house, right, we put our money in real estate. That real estate is doing good if it's producing 14% a year. That's like the shit, man. Motherfuckers love that. Like, they will want to buy that shit. I mean, depending on the house, right? But with this, like I said, man, you're not going to get rich. This is just making some extra money. I mean, you probably going to be asking, man, why you selling this thing? Why don't you just keep it to yourself, man, and get all the money? Because look, first of all, you're not going to make that much fucking money, right? I mean, you put in $500, $1,000, you're not going to be you're getting 5% a day. You're only making, what, $50 a day, right? That's not crazy bread. You know what I mean? It's risky. It's all this shit. It's sports. Anything can fucking happen, right? So, yes, hedging my bets. I'm just getting, you're not getting a ton of you're not going to get rich off of this shit. But you can pay some bills. You can pay some bills, right? Now, if your bankroll get to $10,000, you want to put in $10,000 in Kalshi, right? And you want to make 5% a day on $10,000, right? You can do that, but you got to be aware of the market liquidity, right? Can you get out of that trade? I mean, you can get in, but can you get out? You know what I mean? You can get in to any trade on Kalshi, but can you get out? Right? You got to look at the liquidity. You got to look at the value. You got to look at people in the market, right? That's what this app, it shows you. It'll stop you. It won't go into thin markets based on your bankroll, right? So yeah, but you could definitely make $100, $200 a day if you got a $10,000 bankroll, right? $500 a day. I mean, you're making 15 grand a month. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to be dropping more videos on here every day about this stuff, man, and what we're doing with it and how I'm building it. And I'm going to show you proof. I got proof below. You can look at the proof. You can sign up, start a free trial, cancel whenever you want. But the proof is in the app. The proof is in the numbers. All links, everything is there. You can look at everything, and once you're in it, you're going to see it, and you're going to be like, oh shit, this is, your money grows every day. I don't have access to your money. I don't have access to your Kalshi. Your money just grows every day, right? And the reason we know why I'm selling this shit too, man, is if I just get 1,000 users on here, 1,000 users, you know what I mean? And if you want to be an affiliate, you could probably get 10 people, 20 people. It all depends on who you are, right? You get a couple hundred people, you make a passive income, right? You can pay some bills, you can take a trip, you can buy a new car. You know what I mean? Shit is expensive now. You can switch shit up, man. You know, an extra $1,000 coming in a month to change a motherfucker's life. You know what I mean? You start making an extra $400 or $500 a day, that should have dramatically changed your life. Anyway, I see you at the top, man. Stay focused.